Craig Sullivan, it's spring.
Glenn,
it's Friday.
Glenn, it's Friday. Spring sprung, and we're back on the air. How are you, brother?
I am so excited to be here because you know why, Craig?
Because we're outdoors?
No, because it's time for an audit. Hey, everybody, Glenn Hausman here. Happy spring. Craig Sullivan. Oh, my God, we are outdoors, although it's not that impressive for you being from Southern California.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful day here in the Golden State, and it looks like it's a beautiful day in the Empire State. So
it sure is. Oh, dude, I love how you pulled that together. My God, you got sharp over the 2 weeks we were off air. Oh, my God,
I was lonely.
I heard you did a big comedy retreat. You went away. You and the team. You came up with all sorts of great bits for us this week, right?
Absolutely, without a doubt. We're gonna rock today.
Well, I want to welcome everybody back. Yeah, I want to welcome everybody back to Friday Night Audit. We've been back. We've been off the air for 2 weeks. I got my vaccinations. Craig, you got your vaccinations, right, buddy?
Absolutely, brother. Sure did.
Yeah. So we're feeling bold. We're feeling excited, and we are back and excited to have you all join us today. Please take a moment, like us if you're watching on that YouTube. Share this link with whomever you can. Because we're having an audit, we're having fun, we're celebrating spring. I'm over here in my backyard in Smithtown, Long Island. Craig's out there in California. We're having a good time. But Craig,
yes, sir.
Like sponsorships and stuff like that, dude.
You know, we're working on that. We're going to make some announcements soon on that. But you know what I want to do is tell everybody that we can come out and do a location at your venue. You can have us live and in person. At your hotel, restaurant, theme park, you know, any place other than an outhouse, we'll go.
Right, listen, I did that once for a bar mitzvah. It was a satisfying afternoon, I got to tell you. But all right, so Craig, yeah, I mean, look, it's nice. This is a beautiful place. We just imagine if it was filled with people, your people, us doing a show with your people. Now that would be a whole lot of fun. Craig, this is weird. This is awkward. I have a real background for once. How amazing is that? All right, Craig.
Sunshine and the whole 9 yards. Fresh air. We're out and about. Yeah, it's just amazing.
Craig, before you introduce our guests, I do want to thank the good folks over at Sundrella. Last summer, towards the end of the summer, they got me all this amazing furniture over here. I'm trying to thank them as much as I possibly can. They really appreciated all that we had, that Anthony and I were doing for the hotel industry at the beginning of the COVID crisis. And I've had a lot of time to hang out and a lot of times to relax. I love Sundrella.com. Check them out. All American made. What a better way than to help people get back to work by buying all American. Craig, who's our guest today?
Our guest today is the one and only Heather Maloney. She's the principal of Definition Design LLC in Manhattan. Heather, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys? I wish I was sitting out in my back patio, but in Brooklyn, you'd get a lot of background noise.
Heather, yeah, right. Well, thank you for sparing us because we want to hear you today. All right, I got to get used to this. Instead of having a camera over here, I got one over there, and I can't figure out, am I looking at you? No, I'm looking. No, now I'm looking at you.
You know, it's a better view when you're looking up. You know, it's. I was playing around and adjusting the height of my laptop and everything. I'm like, this is the best I'm going to do. You know what? But
now, Now, Heather, here's the thing. Normally, we want to get to know you, and I do, but I'm thirsty. I want to know what we're drinking today, and then I want to quickly make a drink along with you. So here we go. All right. Today we are drinking Moscow Mules. Is that right, Heather?
Cheers. Yes, it is.
All right. So here's the thing. We don't have the requisite glass that's needed for this particular.
I don't either. But what the most important things are the ingredients, because really you can enjoy this in any kind of glass.
You got that absolutely right. But today we're going to change that Moscow Mule, Heather, into what we're calling the Undercover Mule, because we got our special Click Connect glasses over here. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun to make.
Very nice and very subtle. I like the glossy black on matte black.
Right. It's
thank you.
Maybe not that legible, but definitely cool looking. If you're trying to get a point across, you don't want anyone to see your letters, right? Correct.
But
no, I disagree, Glenn. I think that's the whole thing about doing the black on black instead of an obnoxiously loud logo. You know, somebody will look at it and kind of turn their eyes away. Now they're going to look at the cup and they're going to see something, and it's going to make them reach for it and see what it is. So
it's like it's very subliminal. I like that. I like that about it. So Heather, what's the quintessential essence of making the perfect Moscow Undercover Mule?
Well, in my preference is obviously you need some really great fresh limes. Mm-hmm. You need ginger beer, not ginger ale. So you want the spiciness of the ginger beer. It's much more.
I want you to know, Heather, they named they named this beer after me, Krabby's.
Krabby's, okay. I've not seen Krabby's ginger beer. I'm gonna have to try that.
That's another one of his aliases, but the main one, Heather, is Grumpy Glenn. Hashtag Grumpy Glenn.
Got it. Well, you know. And then obviously a high quality vodka. I'm a big fan of Tito's myself.
Nice. Yeah. You got Tito's, Kettle One, and one other one in the drawer over here.
Hey, quick show notes, everybody. Don't worry. Producer Dave's not here right now, but he's working. You know, he's got that full-time job. He's working today at the Even Midtown Hotel East. So, you know, prank him, give him a call, tell him what he's missing out on. We'll be back next week. All right.
Call producer David. Say hi. Should we give everybody his email address?
Give him his cell phone number. Then they can all text him.
Oh, that's even better. That's even better. I love it.
So according to all recipes, the recipe I found said that you got to have a 1.5 ounces of a vodka and some ice, which I've already put here. And then, of course, we have a 1/2 ounce of lime, which, Heather, you said is essential, should be fresh.
Fresh squeezed, yes.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
I'm just going to first squeeze it like this, which was really a poor decision on my part without making sure I had napkins.
Napkins would always be, that's also an essential.
That's good stuff. But we don't focus on clean around these parts apparently, so we'll have to deal with that.
Grab that notebook now, Glenn. Now that you got lime juice all over yourself.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's great. So I'll be all sticky. That's right. This is the real reason why I wear sweatpants, guys.
It's to get something that my son says the same thing. It's like, you know, I can always wipe it on my sweatpants, Mom. I'm like,
yep.
No.
Yeah.
That's not what clothes are for.
Now it's funny. Now you guys were both at Click, and you met there initially. I think you've both known of one another and seen each other at BDNY and various other events, NYU and all of that. But you guys actually got to be in the same room for an entire day with me. So
we could not have been luckier.
Yes.
A lot of great people. Actually, we're in the same room with a lot of great people. It was a really great conference and very insightful.
Thank you. Well, Glenn's kicking it off again this year, and his whole theme is hotel investment and opportunity now.
Yeah, that's right.
You should jump on a plane and join us this year as well.
Of course.
All right, hold on. Chris is accusing me of messing up the easiest drink. No, the drink is a thing of perfection, Chris. My hands, not so much. Jesus.
Oh, too funny.
Hey, look, we got special guests coming up, walking by on Friday Night Audit. That's the Aloha Cam.
That's it. Yeah, I pointed it towards the street so I could see you guys because the sun was wiping it out when I was outside. So. Next time we change bits, I'm going back outside and probably start barbecuing as well.
Hey,
there's Doreen Maloney.
We are really excited to be back. We are so happy. And now that I get to be in my outdoor summer studio, this is great. And the good thing is I get to use you guys as guinea pigs to test this out to see if I could do this for the 12 o'clock No Vacancy live show as well. Wouldn't that be fun?
There you go.
Yes.
Hey, I want to ask Doreen Maloney a question. Hey, Doreen, do you have your Moscow Mule in a click connect hub. I'm not hearing.
Yeah, I wonder why that would be. There's a delay. She's got to type. All of that kind of stuff. That's real tough. He says, I'm in location. Exit 56 or 57. It depends if you're feeling frisky or not. So you can really.
There you go.
I believe you could save about 9.3 seconds by going exit 57, but 56 is more pleasant drive. So up to you. You make your choice. Come on down to the Housman Resort Pool Club and Smokehouse, now open for the 2021 season. We're going to be doing glamping out here. I just complained.
Exciting. The new trend.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, it's just me being grumpy and throwing.
And you don't want your guests in the house, so you're just going to pitch some tents outside around your pool.
But it's all right. You got that right. But I did dig a very luxurious hole in the background if people have problems.
So nice.
Mrs. Housman would appreciate it if all of his friends stay outside anyhow. So
probably.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's shift to the official news portion of this program tonight, Heather Maloney. All right, so the reason why I needed to make it official because there's a lot of big news going on here, a lot of really exciting stuff. Sure, I went to my first live conference in all of these 14 months. That's good, but I did get my grill clean today, Craig. So I'm excited about that. I got it's all in good working order. I'm going to get great char marks on my my meats again when I'm using the propane grill. I know, Heather. I've got and as we get into Friday night audit over the summer. We're gonna focus on the some of the grilling. I'm gonna smoke some barbecued meats over there. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff.
What type of grilling do you do? Are you an all gas grill kind of guy, or are you a charcoal grill kind of guy?
I have a wood pellet grill, I have a gas grill, and I have a charcoal grill. But the charcoal grill is more of a yakitori grill that I recently got.
Oh, nice!
So I love doing all.
You're
sorts
clearly
of,
a pro.
Well, you know what? When you have no conferences to go to in 14 months and you realize that you need to stay fat just in case there's a food shortage.
In case, yes.
You learn how to cook.
Well, you didn't go on so did you do the bread baking, thing? Like that was a very big thing during the pandemic. No. You did grilling.
I did, but I also did a lot of cooking inside as well. Mm-hmm. I just did not focus on breads. However, I did experiment with different types of potato side dishes. So, wow, that was fun. So much fun, Heather.
Excellent.
Besides getting all the new furniture for the backyard from your friends at Umbrella,
right?
You also got a new kitchen. So there's been a lot of experimentation at the Housman household in the past 15 months.
So, other breaking news that's going on right now. For all of you out there who have been following with the CDC changing its guidelines yesterday, good news is starting to pour out all over everywhere, Heather and Craig. I'm super excited. Vaccinated customers can now remove their masks at MGM Strip resorts. How amazing is that?
That is rather amazing. If you think about it, the casinos have everything that they need. They've got the air purification systems, they've got the cleaners, they've got everything there. So that makes a lot of sense. And I think Glenn's going to be talking about some other news in Vegas as well. So we can delve into that a little bit more as how that helps out.
What's the other news?
About gaming coming back to 100%.
100% MGM. Yeah, 100%, dude. 100%, as we like to say here on Long Island. That's right. Full people amounts normal back on the gaming floors at MGM resorts, at Caesars resorts. Wynn is also getting rid of the mask, and that Florida's Walt Disney World Resort is going to be doing that next. Universal Studios, all of those kind of places in Florida. You guys in California will get to it around 2047, but until then, we'll be able to go to some other places. I know. Hey, listen, I'm just happy to be outside. Maybe I'm feeling a little kooky about that, but also probably the greatest news of all. And I'm wearing a very special, very meaningful shirt today. I try to wear a different fun T-shirt. I dug deep into the closet. I very rarely wear this because it's so meaningful to me. It is Fish did a special guest appearances on The Simpsons in April of 2002, and I got the T-shirt for it. I'm wearing it because Summer Fish Tour is on, and I'm going to be going to 3 shows in Atlantic City with people on the beach. We're getting back to the way life used to be.
Yay! Are they doing their Watkins Glen show this year?
We are going to be doing a special Friday night audit from Showboat Resort in Atlantic City on the Friday of the shows.
That
with
is
me
so
and
great.
the crew all talking about getting ready to go party for the first big concert that we're going to go to since all this shit went down. So I'm super excited about that. We're going to have so much fun content, Heather, because the week before we're going to be at AHOA doing a live event. It's going to be really awesome. So concerts are coming back, and hey, any of you out there know anyone at MGM Resorts? Fish is playing 4 nights leading up into Halloween. Hook a brother up. Give me a call. All right. So Heather, what do you think about all this coming back to reality stuff here?
Well, it's I think it's great. Obviously, who could not think it's great? Because we really need a return to our industry. I think, especially being from New York and seeing the impact that it's made on the hotels and the restaurants and nightlife and, theater in New York.
Yep.
Everybody is now rushing to, revive their spaces for the big 100% opening in July.
Yeah, man. July 1st.
Our good governor and our mayor have announced. So I think everybody's very excited about that and are really starting to pick up business-wise.
Yep, that's very exciting. Greg?
Reading people's faces, I like the expression on Heather's face, which is that
I have no expression on my face. What are you talking about?
Everybody, don't get her face wrong. Everybody loves Mayor Bill de Blasio. And I think maybe his mom even hates him at this point. It's not good time. Not a good time to be the mayor. But Heather, you mentioned something. You mentioned about the rush. You mentioned going to Broadway. So I got a little story about that. So the lovely Miss Stein, my beautiful bride, she gives me a call as I'm setting up for the show about 3:30. She's like, Glenn, Hamilton tickets are on sale.
Yes!
They're on sale.
Yes.
So I dropped everything. I run inside. I'm going to Broadway.com. Boop, doop, 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 doop. I got us a pair of tickets this October in the front row of the mezzanine section. So nice. A little bit farther back, but up. I think it's in the very beginning of October. Super exciting. And Heather, I got tickets to go see Genesis in December. So
wow,
this is just like life again.
I know. Well, I've been going to my basketball, Brooklyn Nets, big Brooklyn Nets fan here. So, I've been going to my Brooklyn Nets games regularly. So it's nice to feel normal.
It sure is.
Mike says, and I went to the movies last weekend, which was also awesome.
There you go.
Mike says it's great news getting rid of masks, but I still love walking into the bank with one on.
Oh, yeah.
With one on, yeah. Very good, Mike. Yeah. Hey, Glenn, did you check the date of when you're going to Hamilton in October by chance?
Yeah, it's October 2nd, but your event's like the 5th or 6th.
5th. And the 4th is the VIP mixer. Oh,
that's right. Don't worry.
Nobody heard that.
Nobody heard that. Now, hey, and listen, if you don't have plans on the 4th, you're not missing anything. We promise.
I'd say just show up at the JW Marriott in Anaheim.
Uh-oh, Craig. Anyway, so I'm thinking I'll probably just fly out the next afternoon or something like that. Have her drop me at the airport and then come on out.
There you go. There you go. Liking that idea.
Yeah.
So, Heather, what projects have you finished recently? I know you did that one restaurant and bar in Manhattan. You finished that a couple 3 months ago now?
Yes. The Crown Bar at the Hotel 50 Bowery. That's operated by the Gerber Group. And I'm starting a new project for them at the Hotel Indigo, which is very exciting. It's a big project. And then some residential projects, though that doesn't necessarily apply to this podcasts, but definitely some wrapping up some residential projects and some multifamily condos.
There you go. Good.
So, hey guys, listen, everybody's sharing all these great things. Chris Padiri, he bought tickets for Bob Saget, Nikki Glazer in Tampa. Can't wait for comedy shows. I hear you, man, right?
Yeah.
Heather, do you like going to see like comedy shows at all? I used to love going to comedy clubs.
I'm a big fan of Dave Chappelle. That was the last comedy show that I was at.
Love Nikki Glazer. Love Nikki Glazer.
Awesome. Yeah. Mike is going to bought tickets for, or I think this means you bought tickets for Def Leppard, Motley, Poison, and Joan Jett. So, hey, who do you guys out there want to see? Have you bought any tickets? Are you thinking, are you ready to get back to it? Do you want to celebrate? You want to have a good time? Who are the bands that you really want to see back there on the road? Hey, Kim. Hey.
Hi, Kim.
Yeah. Good to see you. All right, so come on, let us know which ones you want, what you want to do. Craig, who do you want to see come back? The Circle?
Sammy and the Circle, absolutely. Gotta get some Sammy Hagar going. Yeah,
nice,
absolutely. And that band is incredible. I don't know if anybody's seen their Lockdown series where they've been recording in various locations and putting out some music. They also did a Lockdown CD. Great covers on some stuff. It's just a fun night of listening to them. And as Glenn well knows, my neighbors get treated to regular Van Hagar concerts from my house.
That's right.
They are all still talking to me. So cheers.
They clearly haven't called 911.
No.
Carol says the concert for Bangladesh redo November 26th. I'm gonna guess that the original musicians are not going to be there. Carol, who is going to be part of the redo? You know what I think I want to do? I also want to go check out. Sting is doing a residency in the fall in Vegas. I'd love to go see some of those.
Oh yeah, that would be.
He puts on a great show.
Yeah, I was a huge Police fan, Heather. It's one of the first bands I got into, actually, along with Genesis, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, real bands. This was after I did the Men at Work and Duran Duran thing. Then I discovered music, right?
Well, I want to say when Police did their last tour, I saw them at Dodger Stadium.
Nice. Good job.
That's right.
Yes, it was a pretty amazing show.
Greg, did you have a chance to see it?
I saw that, and you know what? Who else puts on a great stadium show? Is U2. Love going to their shows. I usually catch them a couple, 3 times in California, and at least once in Vegas when they're over there. So, yeah.
Right. Oh, Chris is saying the Resorts World residencies look fun in the fall and winter. I don't really like, me personally, a lot of the ones that they have, but they're great acts and really symbolizes how hard they want to break into the market and redefine it. The ads for Resorts World are amazing. They kind of remind me of the vibe Cosmopolitan was taking.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to take it up to the next level.
Absolutely.
So you guys are over here. That's cool, but we're going to be up here because we don't have to tell you we're a $4.8 billion resort and you're half the price, but we're ready. I cannot wait to see that place.
Absolutely. Now, you guys got a lot of your older music venues coming back to life. Are they, making any announcements right now? People coming in for the summer and beyond?
I actually haven't heard it. You would expect like the Jones Beach, the Coney Island Amphitheater. I have not personally heard anything about them booking shows yet. Barclays Center is definitely booking. Madison Square Garden is definitely booking. The bigger venues, which I'm assuming is because they're when they started booking, they were anticipating social distancing, but now with it being at 100% in July, they'll probably release more tickets and sell more. So we'll see what happens. I think everybody's scrambling to really utilize this 100% time coming up in July. So I think we'll see a lot more announcements very soon.
I think Dave Matthews is going to be doing Jones Beach at the end of September.
Oh, nice.
I know there's going to be shows there this summer.
Okay.
I should go check him out. I used to love going to see Dave Matthews Band show. Heather, I actually, before I started giving, before I started going into the hotel business side of things, I was in music and entertainment. And one of the things I got to do, I worked with I don't know how long you've lived in this area, but I worked for a magazine called Good Times when I first got out of college. It was, the free giveaway thing at Tower Records kind of a deal, right? So I got to do all these cool things, and I discovered Dave Matthews at Jones Beach going to see the Horde tour. It was like 1994, something like that. He was the opening band, and then I went to the second stage, and I discovered this band called Rusted Root that was pretty awesome.
My God.
There you go.
I saw Rusted Root and the Grateful Dead at Three Rivers Stadium. Summer before. Oh my God, I can't even begin to tell you what an amazing experience that was, because Rusted Root started playing Let It Rain or something like that, and it started torrential downpour. Mind you, it's like the middle of July in Pittsburgh, so it was hot, very hot. Anyway, so it was like perfect. Oh my God, what an amazing show.
I had an experience
Love
like
Rusted
that
Root.
too. I went to go see I saw something called the Clifford Ball. It was the first modern music festival that Phish recreated, because all these major music festivals that you see now were like all modeled and created by the people that were working with the Phish team to create the first ever, new type of festival. So we were at this thing, and just like you had that rain moment, they have a song called Divided Sky. And at that exact moment, you looked up and it was like light on that side of the sky and super dark on that side of the sky. Yeah, pretty cool. Or maybe it was something I took an hour and a half before. I'm not sure.
No, not you. No,
never.
I don't believe that. Don't believe that at all.
Yeah, so that's great that you went to those shows. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So oh my goodness,
and I remember them.
Oh my god.
Hey, Glenn, Doreen Maloney wanted to know which Katy Perry concerts you were going to.
All of them.
Right.
Well, I've been to like 200 Phish shows. I'm trying to see 300 Katy Perry shows.
There you go.
Yeah. Actually, one time I went to a Lady Gaga show alone. That was uncomfortable and awkward.
Yes. Do tell.
I was in Miami.
No, please don't.
Oh, in Miami.
In Miami. There we go.
I was in Miami on a business trip, and I bumped into this guy who's at the same conference as me, and he's like, Lady Gaga's playing tonight. My friends and I are going. Like it was like couples type of a thing, or a group of hotel people. I don't know. I don't remember which it was. But he's like, yeah, you won't even believe how much we had to spend for these tickets, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I saw Madonna back in the day, and I'm like, I knew at this point, this is when she first burst onto the scene. This is her first big arena tour. I'm like, this woman is awesome at what she does, and I don't have to be a big, huge fan of the music. And I really want, I appreciate the costumes and the light show and how everything is all put together. So I just went on Ticketmaster.com, and I got this obstructed seat viewing ticket for like hardly any money. So other than being an adult male in their 40s at the time, along with all the moms and 15-year-old girls, that was really weird, really uncomfortable, and really awkward. My seat happened to be like the front row right next to the stage. And like Lady Gaga was standing right there before all of her cues. She would come, she'd come running on.
Wow.
I had a better view than all the people that actually liked what she was doing. But an incredibly musician. I love her voice. And I would totally love to have seen her when she did those shows with Tony Bennett. That would
have been something. Yeah, absolutely. That would have been something to say.
Yeah, Madonna is such a production. Now, to be fair, Nikki, I haven't seen Madonna since the turn of the millennium, but back in the day, that was pretty awesome. Hey, Glenn, I live across the street from the yearly Memorial Day weekend Phish concert in Denver. Oh, nice. Gabrielle, it's Labor Day over at Dick's. Labor Day. Yes, I went to one of those once, and I will tell you guys, those are the best concerts ever. The weather is amazing, like absolutely perfect. It's incredible. Dick's Sporting Goods Arena has got a pretty good sound system and stuff, and there's just so much fun and love in the air. Although the last time that they had the show there was an issue with rabid prairie dogs out in the parking lot, which is not a joke.
Really? That's a thing?
For real. Apparently,
that's a real thing. Yeah.
Wow. Who knew?
Yeah, the one stadium I'm looking forward to going to, and I think it's the best one in the state of California. Excuse me for everybody who loves SoFi Stadium, but I think that's just too big. Is the Bank of California Stadium, and I was lucky enough to do a tour there, and the sound system is amazing. The LA Football Club plays there. It is just the best outdoor venue. It's basically built for soccer to hold about 25,000. So it's a real
that's
great,
huge.
intimate experience. And they've got all these food and beverage venues. Plus, on the concourse level, it's all local restaurateurs. It's no branded restaurant.
That's great.
So, and just the sound system, the staging in that arena are just is just amazing. So I can't wait to get back up there.
I have to say I have a huge appreciation for venues that do that, because Barclays Center did that, and all of their food venues are local New York, Brooklyn restaurants, and it is the best.
It's so great. Speaking about that, I could my goal in life is to tie everything back to fish now that I'm going to do there. So at Madison Square Garden, over at Section 19, Section 119, there's a koku chicken sandwiches or something like that. It's like Japanese fried chicken sandwiches or something like that. And it became a real thing in fish subculture or something like that. So there's now a store that sells hippie jam band related stuff called Section 119. You go check them out at section119online.com. So yeah, I actually got a business shirt, real nice fancy business shirt with Fish's drummer wears a muumuu every time he plays, and it's got this donut pattern on them. So all the trimming on the shirt is all like the fish donut pattern.
Oh, that's great.
Like that. It's really funny.
And
the merch vibes are very big with fish. So it's like I think a lot of it. Obviously, their music is phenomenal, but they have some of the best thoughtful merch.
Yeah, they really do. It's a lot of fun. That's why I love my shirt so much. I'm afraid to wear it, but this is such a special occasion. I usually keep it in the closet. I also have a couple of cool Halloween ones that are there. And speaking of Halloween, hey, did I mention to my friends at MGM Resorts? Call me. Let's talk. Anyway, Heather, guess what I got to do this week?
What did you get to do?
I got to go to a conference.
Really? Virtually or in person?
Oh, come on. Virtually.
Live and in person.
Yeah. I was at the Hunter Hotels Investment Conference in Atlanta this week. Me.
Oh, my goodness.
And over 1,100 people.
Wow. That's amazing. That's that is really exceptional.
I know. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. I was so excited to finally get back on the road, Heather. And, one of the things that we wanted to do tonight is talk a little bit about what it's like getting back on the road and some of the experiences we had. But I will tell you, I am so happy these mask mandates are coming to an end, because I had a little kerfuffle. I had a little kerfuffle at the hotel that I was staying in when I was in Atlanta, guys. It was not.
Oh, no.
I know.
What was the kerfuffle?
Well, I'm in the elevator, and the major brand hotel that I'm at, one brand hotel that we all absolutely know, company, they have a policy to wear masks indoors at all times in their hotel. Mm-hmm. And I'm minding my own business in the elevator. Ding! The elevator door opens over there. There's maskless Joe is standing there. And I'm like, hey, sir, it'd be really nice. I'd really appreciate it if you could please put on a mask before you come in the elevator. And he was like, yeah, state law says I don't have to. Fuck you.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I'm not shocked, sadly.
Right. Right. Oh my.
I have some friends like that.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, really? And then he just starts walking away. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. It was. I know, it was really absolutely adorable. I mean, like,
was it adorable?
Well,
so cute.
Yeah,
now,
it's just. Yes.
I was going to say, I think adorable would have been if you had a water bottle and you would have sprayed it with water. Okay.
Yeah. Or if it was a kid. if it was a kid like under 10 that said that to you, that would have been funny.
The reason why I say that is because it's just stupid. There are signs everywhere asking you to do this in the hotel and be nice about it. I mean, really. I'm like, I don't know who this guy is, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly. And he doesn't know who you are. So,
right. Yeah, well, he probably doesn't believe it even existed. But
that's
an issue
like that.
For another program. Tune into your favorite news network to either confirm or deny the existence of it. Chris says, Glenn, Afterfish, G-Love or widespread? Here's the thing. Yeah, G-Love and Special Sauce is freaking great. I absolutely love those guys. I got to see them a couple of times, and I had a fantastic time. Widespread Panic, I actually discovered before G-Love and Special Sauce and think they're great. In fact, one of my fish buddies has gone to so many of those shows, I was really surprised, but I never really got in on that scene. In fact, it was so bad, I chose to go see Trey, the lead singer from Fish, at Brooklyn Bowl in Vegas, overseeing Widespread Panic at the Park MGM Hotel.
Wow.
So it was the Sophie's Choice of jam band choice.
There you go. Love it. Love it. Outstanding.
Craig, you listen to G-Love?
Not for a while. I have in the past from time to time, like their music. I just not a big, put them on because I want to, I'll go with, Sammy, obviously, and Van Hagar and the Grateful Dead and various others, and then we'll slide into some blues, get into the Paul Butterfield Blues Band and a bunch of others.
Nice.
We got a little sunset. We got a little sunsetting action over there. Sorry for the glare over there. Yeah, Chris says G-Love is amazing. Absolutely. I'd love to go see him again, Chris. That would be freaking awesome. Man, I really want to go back to the days when I was working for that Good Time magazine. I used to go see concerts like almost every single night, but I was in my 20s and I could handle it. But I could hardly handle this Hunter Hotel Investment Conference, guys. I was so freaking tired. Oh my God. Oh.
Yes, it gets harder.
But Heather, the issue was that everybody was out of shape. Everybody was unprepared. Nobody knew how to do this anymore. It's, they say it's like riding a bicycle. You never forget, but this was not like that at all. Now, I went into this by thinking I've got to be cautious. I've got to be careful. I don't want to overexert myself. But the problem was not everybody had that same philosophy that I did. It did not work out well for a large group
I think the trouble is that a lot of people in the South never stopped, and us poor people in the Northeast who were slammed by the pandemic had to sit back and relax and accept our quarantine. So I think we spent too much time at home relaxing on the sofa, barbecuing, making bread, drinking wine. So
I agree.
Moscow Mules.
Lockdown Mules.
Welcome. Welcome to the show. Glad you're here. Amy.
Hi, Amy. Our
Amy
number
was
one
at the
fan
Hunter
made
Hotels
it.
Investment Conference. I got to finally meet her in person. Oh my God, it was so cool being with people again, Heather. You won't even believe.
I get it. I totally get it.
It was. Although I got to tell you guys, the first couple of few hours, it was really, really awkward, and I attribute that to them not listening at the Hunter Hotel Conference to the incredible sage advice I did here on a program before we hit break. Right, Craig? When I came up this guide in order to make sure that we knew how to interact with each other. So, Heather, I suggest we have different images, different logos as to you want to shake hands, you want to do whatever, blah, blah, blah. So the first couple of hours was everybody going, I don't know what to do.
It's like, do we elbow tap, do we shake hands, or we, bump fists and.
Right. Yeah. So as I predicted, this is exactly what happened. But then about 20 minutes later, everybody started drinking and the masks were off and it was like a giant family reunion.
A free-for-all.
And I have never had so many hugs in my entire life.
You need the personal touch.
I know.
I'm a big fan. I'm seeing a friend on Sunday for the Nets Cavaliers game. And I have 4 seats. And
nice.
I haven't seen her in almost a year. But she's the best hug giver. And I so look forward to just getting a good hug.
But I'll tell you, Heather, exactly. Because these hugs weren't the, hey, I'm glad to see you. They were like the, bring it in here. I missed you. You know?
Exactly.
Like, thank God we got through this.
We got through it.
Back type of hugs. It was special. It was meaningful, and it was over and over and over and over again. And it was just great.
Excellent. No one's running for mayor afterwards.
No, everybody was running to dose their clothes in rubbing alcohol and set them on fire after.
There you go.
Hold on. Mike says, hey, all we do is hug. Yeah, Mike, I get it, man.
Absolutely, Mike.
Absolutely. And I love it. This was Italian hugs and then some, right? Yeah, this was a little bit more. This wasn't your regular greeting. This was special. Yeah. This had a lot more. Oh, Amy, thank you. I mean, maybe it was me. Maybe I was the one just clinging on, happy to be actually out of the house for once. I don't know.
And Glenn, something special happened to you at the Hunter Conference.
What's that?
Something special happened to you at the Hunter Conference.
It did?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, come on. It was memorable. It was your first.
There's a dog howling in the background. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was your first.
Yeah.
It was your first autograph.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Amy.
Wow.
To our number one fan, by the way. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she brought over the book, The Adapters, which I helped write over there. You can find it at theadapters.net or amazon.com, of course, where we talk to gutsy genius thinkers and learning how to adapt and innovate for the fourth age. So check that out. And it's not too late for you guys over at MGM to call me either. Thank you very much. Okay.
I looked on my bookshelf and I couldn't find my copy. So,
well, I would say buy two more just in case.
Just in case.
You don't want to. Really, honestly, it's important. Just like American Express, don't leave home without it. You've got to have it everywhere you go. I mean, just when you're at the airport, just go through TSA. Adapters. Doesn't matter if the alarms are going off. Just walk right through. It's a free pass, baby.
Hey, I think you ought to be selling them at Click 5 this year, Glenn.
Yeah.
Set you up with a little table. You can autograph each and every one of them.
That's very nice of you to say, Aaron. That would be really weird. Uh-oh. All right, Mike. Easy killer. I know. And this is why I suck. But, yeah. So I actually have an airport first, a TSA first ever experience that after traveling, and now on Delta, I'm at 988,282 lifetime miles. So close.
Not that he's counting.
I'm close to the million mile mark. And by the way, I started late with Delta. I used to fly a lot of other airlines before that. The good old Mr. Bruce Ford one day said, Glenn, fly one airline. Do that. And I did it, and I've been a happier man ever since. So I'm going through the TSA, Heather and Aloha, Craig, and everything's fine. Everything is normal. I do this, I do that, I do the other thing. I slide it up. It's going to slide in. I go around. I go through, and we're waiting. Now at the Atlanta airport, they got these fancy new machines, the ones that you like a version of you typically see in the back for the bulk size, the ones that are really long and big and seem a lot more complicated than typical machines that we're used to at the airports that we go through. So this is some super fancy schmancy giant long tube thing, and there's like 10 people all waiting for our bags to come on, and this woman's knapsack comes out and apparently had a bungee cord on it because it's a North Face one or something, and it got jammed in the machine, and the TSA people couldn't get it out, and the whole system fell like dominoes, and we all got stuck there because our stuff was on the rack. They finally had to come over, open up a whole other section, move everybody's luggage.
Oh my God.
And this poor woman was like stuck there because they couldn't get her backpack out of the
she's probably mortified. Like, I'm causing this major delay, and I had really nothing to do with it.
Right. Yeah, I'm just thankful that I got out of the Hunter conference earlier than expected. My flight was later than expected, so I'm just sitting there going, I've got time. Don't worry, Glenn. Popeyes is not going anywhere. It will still be at Terminal A when you get there. Don't panic. And I just hung out. It was great.
I was thinking you were going to tell everybody you got a cavity search. So, but yeah.
No, I offered. They would not take me up on it. That was
nice.
Danny, tell the
Oh, too funny.
Yeah, totally.
Too
Poor
funny.
lady. I felt such empathy for her. I can imagine what it was like. Oh, is Aloha Craig going
Where did
outside?
Aloha Craig go?
What's going on, Aloha Craig? Maybe he just laughed so much that was it for him.
That was it.
I know. Oh, wait, he's reappearing.
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
I'm back.
All right. What happened there, brother?
I don't know. I really don't know what happened, but I also want to check and make sure my Bluetooth is connected. Yes. Can you hear me, guys?
We can hear you.
We can hear you, but I don't see you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh, we go.
Keep it off. It's safer for everybody that way.
That's okay. I've got the secondary camera, and once you run the ad package, I'm going to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still need to put on carne asada.
Yeah. So one of the cool things was that they had the buffets there, but they were no longer self-service, which is really great. I'm not a big fan of the self-service things over at these conferences. No. I also like one cool thing that they had is the salads came in these prepackaged portions, which was really cool. So it was just like a little salad box, right? Which is really amazing because I can't really handle the stress of like taking my portions with the salad. I'm really not good with the salad tongs, and for some reason a lot of hotel tongs are way too stiff, and I really can't get around that cherry tomato, and I spend too much time grabbing the cherry tomato, and if I get it, then it opens and it goes flying away, and it's really not a good thing. Oh, it
sounds like the luggage scenario with you.
Yes. So I'm just super glad that I didn't have to worry about that anymore. So thankfully that was great. I love that. It actually moved things along pretty good. So that is kind of a conference change that I hope sticks going forward.
Right. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how was the reception, Glenn? How were the receptions after the full day on the trade floor and the general sessions and all that? How were those?
I quickly figured out how to get to bars that were empty to refill my drinks. So I would say successful.
So efficient. It is. It's really efficiency like the adaptation of efficiency.
I will tell you, Heather. Now, I really did feel like a lot of our colleagues and stuff like that were ill prepared to handle these conferences. They were like rank amateurs, like that first time you go to a conference, right?
Yeah.
So they were all fallen by the wayside. The first full day of the conference, the first after the opening night conference, after the opening night cocktail party, and everybody going crazy.
They blew it out.
There was the most insane thing happened. Like nobody's alarm clocks went off.
Shocker.
I know. I don't know.
I'm not working.
I don't know. Bill Gates became the scapegoat during this whole thing. Him.
He's always a scapegoat,
right? So it was pretty crazy to see. Also, I would argue a lot of water bottles suddenly vanished the next day as people made their way down. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. Now I chose to ease into things, right?
Smart
things.
Man.
I still had a bad case of FOMO because, I the first night I went to the cocktail party, then I went to a party, but I still got home by like 10 o'clock at night. But I was
for you
exhausted. I know.
Yeah.
I know, but it sucked because I know I did the right thing. But
it's called adulting.
I know, but I was
sometimes
like, what am I missing? What am I missing? And I was falling back into these old patterns of thinking I'm actually missing something. I'm not missing anything. It's a bunch of idiots doing dumb things.
You know what? They're doing this. They're always doing the same thing.
Right.
You know, I used to have the same fears. I get it.
Yeah. No, Mike. I followed very strict protocols here because honestly, that first night I had no choice but to go to sleep early. Because Heather, one of the rules that I have is I'm not really allowed to have any fun the night before I'm doing any public speaking.
Right.
And that's smart. I've made that mistake before.
Yeah. Oh, I made that mistake before. So I learned my lesson many years ago. Now, when I made said mistake, I managed to get through it. And I'm pretty sure nobody caught the mistake. But I vowed at that very minute to incorporate some essential rules into my life. So I would do it. As a matter of fact, I have a long history of trying to tame myself. When I first started this business, I declared it a year of no fun. I was not allowed to enjoy myself at conferences.
You're so tough on yourself.
Well, when you decide to quit a well-paying job and start your own business and you have a mortgage to pay and a family and all of that kind of stuff.
I get it.
He did that. We've all done that, Glenn. We've all done
that.
Yeah, you need sometimes to be able to make sure that there are rigid rules in place so you can create success for yourself, right?
Discipline.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being a parent to yourself.
Discipline is the word.
It's
right.
Not a fun thing.
So I had a year of no fun, and then I started getting back to fun. But I continued to have a lot of strict rules, and one of those is really not to stay out too late or have too much fun the night before I do a speaking engagement, because it's really important to be able to excel at what you do professionally and then have fun on top of that. It's really hard for a lot of us sometimes to stick to that, right? So I did that, but I did feel like I was missing out. And the second day, actually, I was so freaking tired, even though I had a full night's sleep. I just wasn't used to it. I don't know how all these people were superhuman. They were really doing it. And as a matter of fact, on the third morning, I did a show with our friend Rupesh Patel, and then I did my 12 o'clock show. I came downstairs. Now, mind you, I had 3 drinks the day before. 3 drinks at a conference. That's unheard of. That's ridiculous.
That's breakfast.
I come downstairs the next morning, and all of my loved ones out there are like, dude, you look like shit. You look old. Wow. What the hell happened to you? I'm like, God damn, I took care of myself. I still look like hell. So I don't know how all these people managed to go through this and not look and feel like I did, but I was on training wheels on this trip, and I found it very difficult. So to all of you true professionals out there, congratulations. You've done something very special. I'm very proud of you.
You've lost your road warrior status, Glenn.
Yeah.
No.
He's got to build it back up again.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the support, Heather, because that's where we got to go. So, Heather, are you concerned about getting back there on the road, being in conference shape, doing what you used to do, or do you even care?
You know what? I run, 5 miles a day just to get back into conference shape. And then I drink at least a gallon of wine at the end of the day. So, you get the endurance build up, and you get the, the other endurance build up, and I'll eventually be back in shape again. So give me until at least, September, October.
Carol is accusing me of resting too much. I hear you, right?
It's exactly it. It is. Those of us in the Northeast have really had an extensive amount of resting, which we're not used to.
I know.
Resting does not come easy to us. And we really have to kind of get back in shape to this. I mean, yesterday, I rode more subways than I have in a year.
Awesome.
I was exhausted by the end of the day, and not because the MTA is, doing a great job. They're just not very efficient right now. There's just so much work going on, and it takes 4 subways to get to one location, and it should not take that many. But
Heather,
it's exhausting, and you have to rebuild your endurance for this again. We haven't been used to all of this craziness.
Where do you live exactly in our great city
I live in Brooklyn, Lefferts Gardens, Flatbush area, southeast side of Prospect Park. But my projects are all in Manhattan, and so
that's cool.
I normally drive in, but I was like, I should take the subway today.
Yeah, I love that.
It was probably not the best day to take the subway.
It's all right, Heather. As a former Brooklyn F train resident, I know exactly what you mean. I was a Park Slope guy, Kensington guy, and I lived at 9th Street and 9th Street and 8th Avenue between 8th and the Park.
Nice.
Which was really, really wonderful. There's a great
My
band shell.
is right there. Yes,
there's a great band shell right up there.
Yes, absolutely.
I saw some really, really great concerts over there.
Amazing concerts there.
Right?
So much fun.
How cool is it, Heather, to live on the freaking block of that band shell? My friends would come over, you know, we'd pregame, we'd walk right over to the band shell.
That is so great. That is amazing.
And then you could walk down to 7th Avenue. You could grab that post-show pizza, all of that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
What a great time in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. So good for you for living in Brooklyn. How do you still handle it? I found that it drove me crazy with the noise there all the time. And I had this one situation, Heather. You will be able to relate to this. When I had my apartment in Kensington, there was a tree outside, right?
Oh God. Is it the birds?
No. There was a plastic bag stuck on the tree and it wouldn't go anywhere. And it stayed there for like year after year.
And you didn't climb out on a branch and take it down?
It was driving me crazy. And then the other point was there was a park right next to it, a kid's playground type of thing. Mm-hmm. And the Mr. Softy truck would go right in front of the thing. And he can't hear it. And all day long.
Yes. Yes. Okay,
I still just told the whole song.
I feel your pain.
Oh my God.
I actually live in a very quiet area because I live on a muse, which sounds very shishi, but it's not. It's Brooklyn. But the most noise I get is if there's like a helicopter going overhead,
and they'll just hover.
Like the latter part of August and September, right before Labor Day weekend.
Do you ever go to the Caribbean Day Parade?
I do.
That's a great parade.
Because I will tell you, it's one of the best places to find conch fritters, which so good.
That's amazing.
The best place to find conch fritters in all of New York.
Nice.
That's great. Where's your favorite place of pizza, Heather?
Oh my goodness. I am a big fan of Roberta's, and I get a lot of takeout from Roberta's. Their pizzas are their combinations of ingredients are the best.
Excellent. What's your favorite sushi place to bring in from?
Bouche Niwa.
Nice.
We order a lot of Bouche Niwa. I have never actually eaten there, but I will tell you their packaging is possibly the most chic, packaging you will ever receive your sushi in. But their sushi is amazing, and they're in Bushwick.
Oh, cool! Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, excellent.
Very nice.
What's your favorite place to get Chinese food?
Glenn's house.
No.
This is where I'm going to have Joe Shanghai. Which is actually in Manhattan. It's right next to Hotel 50 Bowery. They have the most amazing soup dumplings you will ever have in your entire life. The best soup dumplings. If you have anything, soup dumplings from Joe's Shanghai, and it's so good. So
that's
good.
awesome.
Sounds like a remote, Glenn.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was in the city a couple of weeks ago for a remote that we did at the Mark Hotel, and I want to thank the good folks over at the New York Marriott Marquis for allowing me to stay at their hotel for a night to check out their beautiful new $150 million plus renovation, I think it was. So thank you, George. Thank you, brother, for hooking me up over there. I appreciate it. But down on 8th Avenue, right over there was I was just walking by trying to figure out what to do for dinner, and there's a dumpling place there, and I caught It said Michelin star, and apparently some of their food items were in the Michelin guide or something like that a couple of years ago. Yeah, so I got a whole like soup dumpling feast from this like Michelin recognized.
What restaurant was that?
I'm totally forgetting what it is right now, but I could totally find it and let you know what it is. Don't worry. It's on 40 something on 8th Avenue. Come on.
There you go. You'll find it. You'll find it.
Yeah. Little dumpling house? I don't know.
Sure.
Too funny.
Listen, you know how it is, Heather. You know, if someone asks you for directions to a place, you don't know the address. You know, you go there, you go there, you go there, you're there.
I am impressed with myself that I actually remembered all of these names that I get it. I get it.
All right. No, it's okay. I'm always up for a good shaming of myself. I probably deserve it anyway. Greg, dude, it's 6 o'clock already. I can't.
This hour has blown by. It's just been an amazing amount of fun.
Absolutely.
Heather, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
What?
This has been so great.
We're going to have you back soon, and we will see you at Click 5 live and in person.
Click.
Yes. I do want to thank our sponsor for today, Glenn. We're going to reveal who it is right here, right now. To quote Van Hagar.
I was going to say, we have a sponsor?
We do. And it's 6 degrees himself.
Don't play a clip. I don't want to get a copyright strike on YouTube. But Heather, give us a good wait, hold on. We need to make this official, everybody. I'm so sorry. I apologize to everybody because I know that this is the favorite part of your show. This is why you tune in. This is why you're here. All right, plug away, Heather Maloney. How do we find you? Yeah.
Well, you find me, plug me. I'm like
plug
the
yourself.
worst plug. I am the worst business development person in the world. But you can find me at definitiondesignbk.com.
Wait, say that again, please. Say that again.
Definitiondesignbk.com.
There you go.
I'm here for all your interior design needs.
And in case you don't know, BK stands for Brooklyn.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We are all about Brooklyn.
Greg, tell us about what's going on with Click. That's actually going to be here before we know it, isn't it?
It is. We've got the gates open. You can register and get your room reservations at cliconference.com. We are starting season 4 of Click Connect on Tuesday, and producer Danny and I are very excited about that. We've also got some special announcements coming up with the launch of the Click Roundtable. We're going to do a deeper dive with 4 guests, break it up into 4 segments, and it should be a lot of fun. So, and then I always look forward to Friday Night Audit with my buddy Glenn. Heather, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, guys. This has been great. It's been a lot of fun, and love hanging out with you.
This has been an absolutely great time. Everybody, just check out the content. You already know what the deal is. I don't have to sell you on it. Feel free to set up a GoFundMe to help get me to those fish shows in Vegas. But let's see what happens. I'll do a whole week of shows from Vegas if I have to. Yes, I am a man of sacrifice. I will do this for you. Each and every one of you out there. I know.
Such a giver.
Such a giver, Glenn.
All right. I don't think we can end on a more emotional high note than that one, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to Friday Night Audit. We'll be back next week and every single week after that, whether you like it or not. Thanks for being here. Woo! See you real soon.
Aloha.
Aloha.